And we're back. So, what we want to do is we are going to copy all of this, and we're going to make this 2. And all we're going to do is we're going to put parentheses around what would be our area code and what would be our secondary part of the phone number. So now we've separated the area code from the phone number. It's still one giant phone number, but it's made up of 2 groups: area code, rest of the number. So then if we do this again, copy. That's just gonna chill there. So again, the only thing we've changed is we put parentheses around, excuse me, that first part, and then this second part. The dash in the middle is not inside a parenthesis.
Wait, don't you need phone num regex to search?
Yes, thank you. See, if I had candy, I gotta get into that. I gotta get onto that.
Found it both.
So nothing much has changed, but I'm also telling it to print the whole thing. Now that we have items in the regex, in the matched object, if we put a 1 there, we get just the area code. Let's change this. Area code. Yeah, let's do that as a \n. There we go. Are you guys tracking with me? I feel like I'm moving a little fast and you guys don't have questions. So again, groups are just separating out and giving us more control over how we display information. Mike, are you tracking? You got that? Okay. Any questions? Again, we can still use, let's do found number plus mo.group. What I screw up?
You like remove? Yeah. You like? It's confused.
Oh, that makes 2 of us. Okay, so this is without using groups. We can only print the whole thing. With groups, we can print the whole thing. We can print the area code, or we can print the rest of the phone number. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if you did groups, it would just print them all, or it would just tell you how many groups?
It would just be.
Or it would tell you what group it is.
Say that again.
If you do mo.groups, does it tell you like how many groups there are? Does it like print all of them, or?
Oh, yeah, that's what it does. It splits them up into, it's a tuple with both things in it.
Okay.
So again, a tuple is it is a unmutable version of a what?
String.
No.
List.
Yes, list.
Okay.
Strings are already immutable, so you can't change them. That was a good question. I'd forgotten to show that. Thank you. Questions so far? Okay. So if you want, so these guys right here, actually I'm going to hop over to the shell. If we use a backslash, a period, a caret, a $, a star, a plus, a question mark, curly brackets, square brackets, backslash, pipe, parentheses. Do you guys know what the pipe character is? It's so if you looked on your keyboard underneath backspace, you should see something that looks like two vertical dashes,
Yeah, I see.
and a backslash. That is the pipe character. And if you hold shift that, you get the up and down. We're gonna use that because that will look for this or that. If you want any of these to be part of your regex, you need to put them. You need to put a backspace in front of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now. All right. I'll show you guys this. So re.compile. I'm probably gonna put this in the common errors, but if we do this, parenthesis. Is it IS or ES?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
That's a thesis.
Wouldn't that be thesis?
No,
No, parentheses.
Are you sure it's not parentheses?
No, it's
I'm pretty sure.
parentheses, and then a parenthesis is like.
Yeah, it's like a thesis.
Oh, you guys didn't catch my joke.
I don't know, but it's not parentheses.
Yeah, no, we didn't catch it.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Again, all you really need to look at is the last little chunk.
Yeah.
So this is saying RE error missing parentheses. Unterminated sub pattern at position 0. Unterminated sub pattern, that means in your regex, you basically are missing a parenthesis to terminate the end of a group. So what we would need to do is we would need to go back in here. So let's see. I want you guys to take 30 seconds and look at this and see if you guys can tell me where I need to put the parentheses. On your own.
You said tell you. Just think out
I
loud.
did say that.
Did I? I thought I said wait and then tell me. Okay. Well, you guys should have been able to read my mind. And points off for not. Give me back the candy. You got- All right. All right. So let's go around. Matt, where do you think it goes?
At the end, before the end of the string.
So here.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh, is that where you think it is?
I think so.
Micah.
After the first backslash.
So it should go here.
No, the
First one. Play that.
So you should have that
Either way.
this way.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick.
What do you say?
He doesn't know.
You didn't know you didn't answer it.
All right, so think of this logically. So we have this here, which is denoting a group. A parenthesis by itself is the beginning of a group. Backslash parenthesis means it's looking for parentheses. It's looking for an open one, and it has nothing to do with the syntax or the compiling of the regex. Backslash any symbol means you're looking for that symbol. Almost any symbol. So if I have part of the group and then I'm looking for it, well then that means I need a closed looking for it and then one that's part of the group. Does that make sense? So an easy way to do it is, obviously if you're missing something, just start counting. I have 2 open parentheses And how many close parentheses do I have? If those numbers are ever not the same, then you need, that is...
Well, what if you only wanted one parentheses in to look for one? Then it wouldn't be true. Because if you got rid of that one.
True. That works.
That's not necessarily true.
That's a fair point. Thank you for catching that. Yes, so forget everything I just said about the missing parentheses. An easy thing to do, or a way to, that might make it easier, is to take a piece of paper, write down what you want. So I want to find a parenthesis and then the word parenthesis with no end parentheses. I would then go, okay, in order to get just a parentheses, an open parentheses, I need a backslash parentheses. And then I want this to be its own group. So then I got to put a parenthesis around that. There's nothing special about the word parenthesis. There's no backslash D or anything like that. So then we just put that in there. And then because I have a group, you just, do something like that. It may help you. I don't know if you can see this in the video. But does that make sense? Make sure you write stuff out before you start coding sometimes. A lot of people don't do that. All right, so here's some fun ones. Do you guys have any questions so far? All right. You sure? 100%? What?
Spanish and
It's not mine either.
Did you get a degree in it?
I did. That's what it is, my
I saw how you became a Python teacher.
Because I took coding in college. Once I realized Spanish was the only thing I had the time to graduate with in 4 years. But once I was like, I want to do computer science, I took as many computer science classes as possible. So, and my college didn't require a minor. So.
Could you be a Spanish teacher?
I could teach probably. I couldn't teach AP probably. Not like, if they're like, right now, Mr. Stilter, we need you to teach freshmen, we need you to teach Spanish 1 or 2. I'd be like, okay. If the curriculum is there and I don't have to create it, I can teach it.
Please teach 3.
And
sub for 3 one of the days.
Sub for 3? Who teaches it?
River.
Oh.
6 periods.
6 period?
Very
Maybe.
specific there.
Yeah. Well, tell him to, when he requests a sub, see if they can request me, but then I have to check with Mr. Vishnu, so maybe not. All right.
What if you have networking?
He doesn't.
I don't have networking 5th. I did part of why I got the job here is I was looking to be a short-term Spanish sub or a long-term Spanish sub, and then another person who currently works here got that job, but she was in grad school, so I had to cover for the sub.
Stop the sub.
So who is it?
The sub.
It was Mrs.
Profe Manos.
Mrs. Heavey. Profe Manos. Haha, I like that. Anyway, so now we're gonna go over. I'm glad I went over what that pipe character was, because we're about to use that. This is going to look up either or. It will match either this or all of that, not both. So following along with the books, hero regex equals re.compile r Batman. And in the book, Tina Fey. So this is now going to look for either Batman or Tina Fey. So if we do mo1, I guess, equals hero regex dot search
What would this come with the first one?
Well, I was just about to ask you guys think. What do you guys think?
I think the first
Batman.
one. Or nothing, that works too. Batman.
Who thinks it's just Batman? Who thinks it's going to be Tina Fey? Who thinks it's going to be the whole string? What'd you say? Okay.
Batman.
It is just Batman. Well, now the question is,
If you put Tina Fey at the beginning.
if we put Tina Fey at the beginning, what happens?
Would it still, or would it just go alphabetical?
Yeah. think it was
Now, what do you guys think?
Tina
Tina Fey.
Group.
It's the
First
first
thing that
instance
it sees.
that matches the regex.
First thing it finds in that.
First thing that finds that is correct. Yes. Now, what if I asked you guys in the screenplay of one of the old school Batman TV shows? Did you guys ever watch that with Adam West?
Yep.
He had bat something for everything. I remember one episode. It's either in, I think it's in the movie, but he yells up to Robin,
That shark spray.
"Pass me the bat shark repellent.
Yeah.
This is my batarang. This is my bat cave. This is my Batmobile. This is my
Bat tissue.
my bat chair. This is my bat
Bat
computer.
pack.
This is my bat pack. Nice, right? Everything was bat something. So what you could do is, if you were looking for a couple specific things, you could do bat regex equals re.compile, and we're gonna look up bat. Yeah, Bart. That's the wrong TV show. I'm gonna go man, or mobile, or copter, or
Rain.
bat.
Bat.
A bat bat.
It'd be bat.
A bat bat.
Yeah. Because that's how it works.
Bat bat.
A bat, that's his bat.
Okay.
Bat.
Yeah.
Or is it a baseball bat?
It's the bat.
Oh, is it a bat bat or is it a bat?
It'd be called the bat
Is it-
baseball bat.
Would it? Do you call every time you call a baseball bat? Do you
Throw
call
me
it
the
just?
baseball bat?
Do you always call it a baseball
Throw me
bat?
the bat?
You never say, "Hey, hand me that bat."
Sometimes, but I'll say, like, during games, I'll just be like, hey, where's my baseball bat?
You play baseball?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I don't. So mo equals bat regex dot search, and we're gonna go. The Batmobile has lost a wheel.
Oh, no.
So it found Batmobile. But if we typed in Batmobile has lost a wheel,
And Robin Lady.
chasing the bat. Again, what's gonna happen?
Batmobile.
It's still gonna say Batmobile. Now we will get to a point. Actually, let me just double check before. Okay.
Fine dog.
Yeah.
Fine dog.
It finds everything and puts everything found in a list. So ignore that for now. You guys have questions on that?
No preguntas.
No tiene preguntas. That's muy bueno. Group 1. Group 2. Oh, I screwed that up.
No such. You only made one group.
Oh. No, so mo.group shows me what was found that matches versus group bracket 1, which now I gotta go mo dot. That shows me just
What was in the group?
what was in the group.
found?
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Again, regexes are kind of complex and you're gonna have to get used to messing with them. Should probably have homework for you guys to work on, but
Oh, I'm just wondering. I know that you're like naming it Bat Regex. Does it actually have to have Regex in it?
no, it's just so you know what it is.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Now, the next thing is the question mark. So let's do a review. \D denotes what, dudes?
Digits.
Digits. Nice. Now I gotta scroll back up. What else? That's actually about. Oh, parentheses. What do they do?
Group stuff.
Okay, they group stuff together. What does the pipe do?
Either or.
Either or. Yep. Now,
Is there an and?
It wouldn't really make sense.
Yeah. The word can be Batmobile or battering.
Batmobile. It can be Batmobile and battering.
It can't be this. It can't be both. It'd have to be one or the other.
Is there a way to like make it to find any character?
Yes. We're gonna get
Or
to
like
that.
any
Yeah.
alphabet
Yeah.
letter?
I think it's W. So, sorry.
What is it?
Now, optional matching. Now, we're doing all of this for a very specific reason. Well, not very specific, but by the end of the chapter, you'll be able to write a regex that will find any phone number with or without an area code, and if that area code with or without parentheses, with or without hyphens, or if the hyphens are spaces, or if the hyphens are periods, whether or not it has an extension, and if that extension has 3, 4, or 5 numbers.
By the end of the day.
Not by the end of the day, by the end of the chapter. So it will get to a point where like you'll get to a regex and like, okay, a regex isn't just like the Adventures of Batman or the Adventures of Batwoman, right? Because it's like optional stuff, and that's just what the book says. It'll be important, right? You'll actually be able to use it for something. Then what you could do is you could do any sort of email address at whatever, or if it's .com, .net, .org. What if it's .co.uk? You'd have to be able to add that .uk to the end of it. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, optional matching. We're going to go regex, not Reagan.
Hey.
Oh, see. Yeah, I really need to get you guys, like, some candy or something. Regex equals compile.
Dude,
So So what this does is whether or not whoa is in the word. So we could be looking for the Adventures of Batman, the Adventures of Batwoman. Why do you think it's in parentheses?
Because then if it wasn't, then it would do the whole phrase bat well.
It's optional.
Would it?
If it's not
Would it do the
there,
whole phrase?
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Or would it just be the O?
It would just be the because you said
Because I said that. Well, let's see what happens. So let's do mo1 is regex dot search.
oh man.
So let's start with Batman. Alright, so it didn't find it. So let's do
Well, it's finding
It's
it's
W0.
finding bat W and then it's
Yeah, put the
O is the
parentheses
optional
there.
thing.
O is optional, yep. So let's,
It's finding
if we got rid of the O,
only the O is the optional thing, so it can't find Batman.
yes. So that is why this whoa, whatever would be optional, you have to put it in its own group. If you don't, what it sees as optional is the thing right before the question mark. So we're gonna go back to our phone num regex equals re.compile, and we are going to do, how would I make the first 3 digits and the hyphen optional? So remember, we have \d \d hyphen, and I want the first 3 digits and hyphen optional.
Put it on.
Parentheses and requests.
So I would put like this.
Don't forget the question mark
Where do I put the question mark?
after the parentheses, right before there. Yeah,
Right here?
yeah. But then put a space.
Should I put a space here?
No, not there.
Where should I put a space?
By the parentheses.
Here?
There.
Put it there?
Uh.
Okay. So then we'll do mo1 is phone.
Never mind, the space is gonna be optional.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Forgot to put it in quotes.
I didn't forget. I just.
Add string.
We're inefficient.
mo1.group.
I know. I want to do it over.
Hmm.
Inefficient.
Did that work?
Obviously.
Why? You said it wouldn't because.
Well, just
There's no
because
space. So
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter because the space doesn't need to be there for it to find
But if you do group dash one,
Wait.
Spaces matter.
You put it in the wrong spot.
no,
Oh, I
it has to
did.
be
Thank you.
It has to be right behind the group.
Then it will still find it.
Where will it?
Yeah. So with this regex, you do not want the space here. You don't even want the space. So what this is saying is this whole thing right here is optional. We don't even need it. So let's do this. Then we're gonna go mo oopsies.
Oh, oopsies.
Yep, mo
That's
oopsies. It's a new way to say it.
Anyway,
So it did find it. Now it still found it. Make sense? So notice we're slowly building and being able to find a more complex. We're making our regex more complex to be able to find more forms of the pattern. Do you guys have any questions so far?
Unrealistic.
What?
That's so unrealistic.
one.
I know.
What do you say unrealistic?
That's the one I had.
What?
Grammatically?
Yeah. Like you said unmutable, it's immutable, I think. And then he said on something, I don't know what it
Well,
was.
immutable would be not changeable. Unmutable is something I can't mute. Like my TV is unmutable.
No, I know, but you said unmutable.
Well, how do you know I wasn't talking about my TV?
Because we were talking about tuples.
Maybe a tuple is the type of TV I have. It's a very cheap version. Gosh darn it.
I still haven't come across a time where you can use that.
He just did.
Yeah, well nowadays. The time has come and gone.
All right. So again, we are going over these symbols. Let me go back to the adventures of Batwoman. So
Whoa.
There we go.
we are not doing a question mark. So a question mark is whether or not it's there. Optional. Whatever's in parentheses can be there or it cannot be there. It doesn't matter. If it is there, it works. If it's not there, it works. Make sense? A star, boop, matches 0 or more times. So that means bat regex mo1 is bat regex. Yes. Dot search is Batman. Then if we do Batwoe man, it found it. If we do Batwoe man, it still found it.
Basically, it doesn't matter how many there are.
Doesn't matter. Nope.
How about once you get through the character barrier, like too many that you can't handle it anymore?
I don't know. I don't know how long that is, but
I've gotten to that with numbers. You can big go up probably. Just copy and paste the whoa. About big. gotta be a character creator.
No.
It just squeezes it.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
No.
Squeeze.
Well, now I have to scroll all the way back up here. Because I don't want to, I'm efficient. I don't want to remake that. So, a plus is 1 or more. So before, when we had a star, if we did,
Wait, what happens if you click on the squeeze text?
Bam.
now my computer's gonna run. Thanks. Run slow. Thanks. So when we have the star, we can get rid of Batman, or the woe and woman, and have Batman. If we have this with a plus,
So you can look for.
You played the
no, I didn't.
did you?
The star means it has to be there once or more. Is Batman, does Batman have woe in the middle of it?
No.
No, so it's going to say it didn't find anything. But as soon as we change this
Put
to,
that in the search.
what?
Put the woe plus in the search.
Oh, you're right, I did.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay, hang on. Where's my regex.compile? Here we go. There we go. So we don't want this as a, we want this as a plus end, and then we go, alright, so Adventures of Batman is not finding anything, and then I go back, Adventures of Woe Man.
Your phone call.
It's my phone in my office, but I'm busy.
Teaching.
Yes.
So for plus, you need to 1 or more.
Yeah, plus you have to have it at least once.
But then for the star, it can be 0.
It could be 0, yes.
Those. Seems
So-
like the star would cover the plus's need.
Yeah.
Can you tell if he was trying to?
No, I was trying to yawn. Alright, so now we have one more thing that we already kind of learned. If I want ha to be found 4 times, I could do ha,
Oh,
right? I could do that. Or if we put it in braces or curly brackets,
a dictionary.
like a dictionary, yes, I guess. Not really. But they will now find ha 4 times. So actually I should probably name this ha regex. And then we're going to do, sorry. Just gotta pay attention a little bit longer. Don't fall.
Capital E.
I have to go for 4.5 hours?
Minutes.
Oh.
No, 3.5.
That's almost like 4,
No, 3.5.
4 hours and 29 minutes to spend doing something else.
And then when you do this,
You fall backwards. Right?
Hmm.
You're in infinity side, right?
What did I do wrong? Do you guys see what I did wrong?
We're trying to fall backwards.
What?
If you draw like an infinity sign with your head, like this, you fall backwards.
I mean, it looks
I don't
right.
think you have to.
Think it.
Wha- I'll do that not on
It's
camera.
a greedy matching
Hmm.
thing. Doesn't exist.
What?
to do for a while.
Are you on greedy and non-greedy matching?
Nope, we're above that.
Curly brackets.
Yes, with braces. Why does this not work, you guys?
What?
More 1.
You had to put something in
Is there a space after the bracket after 4?
No?
Do you know?
Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There is an answer. Yes.
This might
Those of you following along at home, see if you can find the error.
And comment down below.
No, you don't have to comment down below. Remember with the Batwoman, it was whether or not the W, or whether or not we put the question mark, and we forgot something, and so it was the O, whether or not the O was there, not the W.
Finding if the A is there. Oh, that's
yeah,
why.
yeah, it's trying to.
So what do we need?
Yeah.
What do we need?
Group
Parentheses.
it.
We need to group this. Now when we do this, it finds it. All right, so we got a minute and a half. I'm gonna end the video there.
Do the head spin.
I'm not gonna do the head spin thing. Have a good one.